Okay, just another update really. What you can see is sanded down the back pieces now, got those ready. On the inside, now I'm going to reinforce these, and I've already pre-cut these. And basically some mesh. I'm going to insert, and hopefully, once I've heated that up and bent it into position, and then applied some resin round, it should hold in place. So that should look pretty smart. We sprayed it. I've also cut two separate bits of mesh, which I'm going to reinforce where the belt goes through. So you can see I've made angled the corner. Hopefully, again, once I've heated them up and annealed them, that should be fine. And then I should cut the grooves out afterwards. So I'll just reinforce the resin. Now on the back, after using the template, what I have done is I've just got a very thin, probably thin piece 2mm, maybe a 1.5 of aluminium, so it doesn't rust, and that's ready to go onto there and for me to screw in. Again, it's not bending too well, so what I'll have to do is heat that up and anneal it just to shape it, and I'm going to do that just by using the blowtorch onto there just to heat it up. So next stage is to heat it up. Okay, so we're ready to go with the blowtorch. I'm just going to heat this up now, and you can probably see some of it changes colour just a little bit. Where we're actually heating this. It's going out. Do bear in mind that is a conductor, which means it will be hot. You can see it's starting to go dual now. And what I'm trying to get it to do is to go to like a cherry red colour. So it's just going out a dark brown colour now. And usually with most metals, as it heats up, so you can see it's got that cherry red colour now. That's enough for it there. Because it's applied to the resin. And I'm just heating it up and letting it cool naturally, rather than quenching it in water. Now, the reason this is going to take a bit longer than it normally would is because obviously the heat will transfer through the metal. And again, that's not particularly helpful to us. You can see now it's starting to change colour and temperature, and when it goes to straw colour or a red colour, that's good enough for me. And it's going to take a while to heat all these, and once I've done that, the next stage is to heat some of the grids up, which I'll show you as well. Okay, next stage is to heat up the board. Let's do that. I'm just heating up till it goes a ready colour. So you should be able to see that. Just try not to melt it. At the end, you can see it's turning a nice red colour. That's all it needs really, just to anneal. It won't actually weaken the metal. But what it will do is make it more malleable. So I'm just annealing it just to let it bend and shape more. And that's pretty much the annealing process, so I'll do all those, and then I'll show you the next stage when it becomes cool. Okay, so there's been a few changes since last time. I've decided to actually make the plate out of tin rather than steel, so it can rust a bit. You can see I've hit it with a ball peen hammer and just get a few dents so it looks as if it's on there as well. But I've also got means it's magnetised, and this is how I'm going to use on the fly leg, to be fair, so the gun can stick to the leg and the grenades without any issues, and you can pull them off. I decided to bolt it for zoom in, and just to make the bolts and screws stand out, I've just used some washers that stick out of it just to give it a bit more effect from there. and literally all I've done with that is dropped it straight through. If I turn it over, you can see now it actually works. So I've actually bolted these in. I've used a spring washer on some, and I've also used it to hold the grid into place. So when I actually fiberglass on the inside now with some tissue, fiberglass rather than the rough stuff, it'll actually seal these as well. I'll make sure that none of these protrude out and they won't stick into you. And that's pretty much it really. So the next stage is to fiberglass all the outside. Okay, just an update on the final bit now. You can see it's all been spray painted, ready to wet and dry. And then once I've wet and dried it, all I'm going to do then is literally connect it together and spray it on the underside. Obviously the inside will be sprayed as well, but as you can see all the mesh has been fiberglassed in. And I might put a skin on it just to tidy it up, but I'm not really too sure. Doesn't necessarily need it. That's it really. So there it is, the finished back plate, and you can see probably now the dents a bit more clearly. So the next stage is to spray that up, and I'll do that when I've done all the other pieces that go with it.